G'day everyone, Professor Maple here. We're back in Maple's world. Where in Maple's world, you wonder? I don't really know, but we're here to get a couple things. Oops, I never have these buttons right anymore. That one, there we go. We're here to get some important stuff, and this is actually a really pretty spot, so I might, if I ever want like a second base, I might set something up here, because this is pretty cool. Now what we want here is mostly just, well, to start, to set up this portal here. There we go. Just going to take some screening shots and come back in a sec here once we have, because we are a long way from my base. If I think to show you a map of how far from my base we are, I'll do that now. But otherwise, we really only came here for one of those. And that's about it. So what we're going to do with this newfound podzol eventually will be to set up our new farm, our next farm on the list here of things that we will be farming. And now that I have that one block, I probably could take more. It might quicken the process a little bit, but whatever. And actually, oh no, maybe I'll take a second one. I'm gonna take a second one here. There, okay, out of my way. Sorry. And what we'll do here now is just get our coordinates in the Nether. Ah! Okay, cool. We're not over a lava lake immediately, at least. Although I don't like that sound at all. Should we explore? Meet the neighbors? I don't really feel like meeting the neighbors today. Although it looks like we've got a bit of a trek before we'd be able to meet anyway, so that's good news. Or at least without mining it. Oh, wait, no, this looks like an exit here. Or just more tunnel. That's fine too. Gotta be careful. I always think I know where I'm going down these tunnels and then get super lost, so let's avoid doing that. Let's not waste time. And let's get some more coordinates here. So much fun getting coordinates. How could you not want to watch? Welcome, welcome, fellow Malcolms. I don't know if anyone named Malcolm watches this. But I also kind of did that thing where I don't even know if people who pronounce milk like milk watch this. But yeah, welcome. It is September 2nd. Because of that, and I still live kind of in a highly student populated building, there may be a lot of like moving noises from the hallway out. I don't know why I'm pointing in game there, but from my orientation, that's where the hallway is, where people on my floor are moving out or in. I think it's out. I don't remember them moving in, but whatever. Or it's after the first of the month, so maybe they're moving in. It's hard to tell. Either way, what we're here to do, and I've already sort of started, this isn't going to be the layout of this, but I'm making a silk touch farm with the grass and the podzol and the mycelium. I'm just a little concerned now though, because like the grass is spreading, the mycelium's spreading, the podzol is exactly where I left it. It has not spread. And I'm a little worried now because that's the thing I want the most of. Built this pad right beside the sugarcane farm and whatnot. And now I'm a little concerned because I designed this in creative mode. I just filled in all these blocks but now I'm a little concerned here. We need to find out just what is going on. You know what, we're just gonna go monitor capture. Why not? Okay, so I went all the way to grab like a handful of things of podzol, but I think we need to just make sure, because I may or may not have done my research before all that travel. Naturally blanket surface of megataigas. That's the part of my research I did do. I did do that research and then find that biome in the biome finder. So it is a dirt variant, not renewable. So is grass renewable? Does that fall under the same definition here? Grass block. Renewable, no. Okay, so that's fine. That's actually, maybe should have left that open for comparison, but whatever. Hardness, blah blah blah. Generates only in megataiga biomes. Enderman can pick up podzol. Like mycelium podzol allows mushrooms to place them at a light level, which allows growth of future mushrooms. Unlike mycelium, saplings, cauliflower, sugarcanes, not be placed on normally. I didn't know you could put those things on mycelium. That's something I've never really thought of before. Okay, that's interesting. Has only one possible tile name. Minecraft dirt, which shares with dirt, of course. Tile type defines block display podzol, blah blah blah. Snowy. So I can have it snowy. Okay, let's watch.
Most things in Minecraft are fairly normal name-wise, ice, stone, wood, etc. And there's Podzol. That's yeah. Podzol is a block which was added into Minecraft in update 1.7. It's a dirt variant, meaning that unless you mine it with a silk touch, digging it will return you some dirt. It can be found in the megataiga biome. It's similar to mycelium in that you can grow mushrooms on it in any light level, but it won't spread to other dirt blocks nearby. Like normal grass, saplings, and other plants. Click up here for the video.
So it doesn't spread. Ah! Alright, so I think I'm gonna have to find something else to do with that middle bit. I think I've got an idea for it. I just need to get around to switching that over. Actually, you know what? We could do that now. It's not a huge deal. What we're going to do with that, as much as I probably could cash in on using that for grass and or mycelium as like a double up, or switch one of them over. Nah, okay, yeah, what we're going to do for that instead is just find all my acacia half slabs are already over there, aren't they? I bet they are. I bet they are. I still don't have very many of them. Ah! Oh, there. Got that on camera. It finally does it. Not consistently, but whatever. So we're going to lay this down. Probably going to want a light part of it because we won't be using this likely as often as the other sections. But we've kind of got an even number of spots here, so if we go about here, and then we, so that means I just place those, I bet. Okay, and then the middle's there, but the middle of this thing is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. So we want that free. Okay. And if things spawn since I've left, no, good. Good. I've been close enough. All right. So plop some of that. Some of that. Some of that. And I might accidentally end up mining that, but that's basically going to be a platform for mining anything that I've picked up with Silk Touch while strip mining, like ores basically. So I'll just stack the diamonds and the redstone or coal or whatever. What? Where did you spawn? Where did you spawn? Tell me. Where the heck did you spawn? I thought I made that section of the base not spawnable. Oh, gosh. Okay. Somewhere up there. Good to know. That's an investigation worth doing right now. And I've just made a spawn spot there. I need to replace some of these torches with something else too, but... Ah! There's a torch missing here. Oh, no, that's the half slab, so there shouldn't be anything spawning there. Where the heck could these guys be spawning? I'm really confused about this. What the heck? Like that Enderman might have spawned in there, and that's fine. Things have been spawning in there. They won't for long. Oh. What are you gonna do? Steal the block out from under me? Come at me. Heck, we'll do this. Yeah. Yeah, how do you like me now? Hmm? How do you like me now, sucker? Where are you? He's under here, isn't he? I'm not sure I want to fight him right at my item room here. Otherwise, I'd be fine with that. I wish I know where... Are you up top? He's totally up top. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go back to my business because nothing is happening. Or maybe... Wait, what? Oh gosh. I was just about to take like this really risky way up. And then I was like, wait a minute, if that thing teleports behind me and knocks me off, I'm dead. Let's not. Let us not. So I'm just gonna come back to building this in a few moments here. So yeah, I'm a bit of a derp. I'm mostly just angry. For the record, I'm not angry at Minecraft developers. It makes sense that Podzol, which is basically just a bunch of like decayed leaves on the ground, doesn't spread. But in my mind, it should spread because it's like grass and mycelium. That's just how they work. It's how Podzol should work too. So they haven't changed it since 1.7. Still doesn't spread. Of all the things that do change in this game, and I forget they change, that's one of the things that I always forget works the way it works. So instead, what we're going to do here, I actually should... Oh, by the way, I've started plotting out hexes in the Nether here. I actually forgot about that. I haven't been in the Nether in so long. In months, actually. But I'm just going to take a look here. So where we want to go, and I'm putting this in my chat so that I have it here, is 657, 110. Really, that high? Okay. And minus 55. So that's where we're mining to. Now, what direction is that? So that direction. And I've lost my minus 55. and that direction. So mostly like a little bit that way, but mostly that way. Okay. So let's just figure out. I think we just want it in this corner here, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll just go straight from... Well, let me just see here. I've forgotten how I'm setting this up. I have forgotten how I'm setting this up. So let's see. I think that's the desert. So yeah, it makes sense that everything else is in the other direction. I think one of these hexes was going to be like a travel hub or something. Like this. That goes down to something. I don't remember. Another portal. What does this go down to? This is the problem with not playing in months. Is that I don't remember. Oh no, I know that's the skeleton farm. That's the skeleton farm. That's just... I would even consider that an extension of the base here. But I think I still wanted to... Yeah, that block there. Still wanted to make... I think it's... This one's going to be the transit hub, this hex here. Fairly certain. So I think we're just going to... Actually, I think it'll help us get to the jungle and stuff too. So we're going to just dig straight in this direction here. And just get to whatever we get to. Or... well, actually, yeah, it should get us to spawn if we just dig straight this way, so... In that case, we can also just use this tunnel later as a multi-purpose tunnel. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Oh, so I had just stopped recording, and I'm not sure if you can hear that truck backing up, but as soon as I started recording, that started. But anyway, I just stopped recording saying I would dig straight in this direction, and look at this. Look at this. We've got all this lava lake bad stuff going on here. I don't really know. I think it's time to just snake it that way, I think. Just gonna take a quick poke around. Yeah, it's probably best to take it this way. Alright, we are back, guys. Now I have labeled this tunnel, and that's that same tunnel I was digging out earlier. I'll probably still use it as a footpath until the Nether tunnel and stuff is made, but this is what we've done so far here. I've actually decided to take out that third hex. I don't need it. It was going to be a nice big room before and kind of include where that portal to the skeleton farm is and the fish farm. But I figure I'll do like maybe a half hex down below, like not as high as this hex is going to be. And by half hex, it's really just a full hex, just not as high as this one will be when I'm done. Anyway, because this is going to be a double hex, not only in width here, but in height. This is going to be the top floor, because we are on like Y38. And so we've got plenty of room to dig down there. I imagine there'll be more lava as we go down, but since we're building almost entirely out of like stone of some sort and andesite and whatnot, I don't imagine it should be an issue. This is going to look pretty plain. Like we're going to add some color to it to pop. I've got 4 colors I'm color coding the directions in. North is going to be light blue. South is going to be lime green. East is going to be yellow. And west is going to be purple, even though I might switch east and west around, because purple I kind of associate more with the cold biomes, and the cold biomes are that way towards spawn, that being east. Even though to me yellow is more of an east color. I don't know if that makes sense at all. And then that way is west, that goes towards the desert and all the hot biomes, which to me says yellow. But west is it's more of like a cooler color to me, like a dark green or a purple, or I don't know. Those two might change, but I'm not super. Although I have the portal here to keep the purple theme. I should do purple coming out of that side. So the flat sides in these hexes are going to be kind of the entrance and exit of the Nether tunnels, and then the sort of vertex isn't quite the right word. I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done geometry, or at least learned about it and learned the terminology and stuff. But basically these points are going to be little like doorways to the outside and from the Nether hub, and they'll allow me access to go mining for netherrack and quartz and stuff. So I think because we have the portal here, we're going to have a stairwell here that kind of leads down into what will be the lower part of this hex. And that's where we will have the sort of north and south running tunnels. Now because... yeah, that's south and north there. So because... I always get so turned around when I get to the Nether. But because we're still going to use the kind of the flat ends of the... I hear a ghast. The flat ends of the hexes to do our sort of tunnel entrances. And there are 4 directions and only 2 directions of flat edges. We're going to have the north one and the south one kind of bend out. So, and I haven't decided which, but for example, so don't take this word for word or anything, but for example, the north one, it'll go out that way a few blocks just to kind of clear, like this tunnel will be up here, so it'll clear that tunnel a little bit, and then it'll bend in that direction. We go probably about this far out. Actually, depending, I might just... no, this is where the east tunnel is going to have to go, because the desert's east of my base. But it's going to go out of... I might have to move that portal down then. I'll figure that out later. But for the meantime, it's the north tunnel is going to come out here and then start going that way towards... I think we've got ocean monuments and stuff that way. Pretty sure. And then the south one's gonna just come out here a bit, kind of get clear of that tunnel that's gonna be there, and then just go that way a whole bunch. So they're not gonna be... well, first off, these tunnels aren't gonna be centered on spawn, which might be a bit of an oversight. I don't know. What I might do is have like this as my base nether hub, and I don't actually have like I have a little bit of a plan for this, but I kind of want to do things as we go here too, a little bit improvise. Sometimes you get the coolest sort of creative solutions when you improvise and have to have to work with limitations. 'Cause sometimes that's how things get invented and whatnot. We're where was I going with that? So what I might, oh yes, what I might do is have a like a mini hub at spawn, and then kind of where the spawn tunnel and the tunnel from here meet, I might kind of start crossing my colors over. So my east and west directions, like if this starts from here as yellow, which makes sense because that's where the portal's purple. So yellow this side goes that way. Then we might start seeing it change to purple, and then as we get closer to spawn, it's all just continuously purple, and then we keep going that way. It becomes yellow again because we're then going the that way, yellow direction, whatever it is. So that might be an interesting thing to try. Anyway, I'm gonna show you a mock-up of what we've got. It's a little smaller just because I wanted to conserve space on my plot and not have to build as much. It took a while to do, so we're gonna take a quick peek at that, and then I think we're gonna close up here because we're getting a bit long in the tooth here. Welcome to the plot world, people. We are taking a quick peek at this sort of mock-up of what would... This is the floor we're working on. Mind you, again, keep in mind that there will be a second hex, probably one of those sides, one of the flat sides. And so I've kind of, instead of like doing the half and half here, one hex will be one color on top and a different color on bottom, and then the second hex will be the other color on top and the other color on bottom. So kind of what I'm going for the walls, you know, a little bit of texture, a little bit of keeping with the gray theme. Again, it's not supposed to look fantastic. It's meant to function as something to keep me safe from all the ghasts and stuff that want to annoy the heck out of me and whatnot there. I'm gonna have doors like this, kind of leading to the outside so that I can go mining and stuff. And I'm still trying to figure out, because the way the bottom layer is going to be, and I want to put a minecart, like an automatic minecart system in here, I have to elongate the top part. Actually, it might be easier if I show you this. So I'm going to have one of these again, and because it's not a server, because I'll be the only one on these minecarts. I only need one rail, which is going to save me a heck of a lot of resources, even though I've made the tunnel a little bit wider in case I need to move ghasts around or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'll ever need it for, but I'm sure I'll have a thing. Might want to ride horses through it. Who knows? But because I only need one rail, I can make it simple. But there is redstone, and this is probably not as much redstone as there'll be. I'm pretty sure, because we're using the same system we always use for this. Not so much that I don't want to, like, I don't necessarily, I'm not afraid of like trying something new here. It's more just, in this case, I don't need to look for something new when what I have works still in 1.12. It's been since 1.8 that it's been used, 4 versions. There's no point in switching it, I think. And it fits well with what we've got. And so basically, because there's going to be redstone underneath this, and the top of this arch comes really close to the floor above, we're not going to have room for the redstone if we just have the minecart track just kind of here and go for the middle from here. So we have to put it kind of part way down the tunnel a little bit to squeeze it in there. I'm kind of squeezing this in here as it is because I've got like I might have had more room if I'd built it up higher. But I've also got kind of like other plots or other hexes and stuff that I'm testing up there, so whatever. Um, and I wanted to keep it low so that I have it near this little palette thing. This is where I was trying out like my little contrast of colors, so that even though the purple is dark, it still pops against everything else. So that's why we're going with that over brown, because I kind of like the idea of the 4 directions being 4 seasons and kind of working with that a little bit, but I don't think we're gonna go, or it's not gonna be quite as like immediately apparent as it would have been had I done that. The thematic association. So yeah, it's gonna have a set of stairs going from bottom pair of hexes up to the top. And then in the other hex, we're going to have the nether portal, which I basically just mocked up here for the sake of like what that would look like. Partially, not really. Just that bottom section is all really. Gonna have carpets there. It's gonna look plain. It's gonna be dark. I'm not gonna bother lighting it because it's all half slabs and carpets and things that can't be spawned on, so I'm not concerned about that. The tunnels themselves, this one's kind of a mock-up of all of them at once without being any particular one. That one's north only, and it's only like a half section, but it's basically just going to be the simple repeating 5-block pattern or 4-block pattern depending on how you look at it, because if you're counting from here, from there to there, it's 5 blocks, but this next section is only 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So you could argue this pillar is part of this arch, which is part of this hex. So yeah, 4-block asymmetrical pattern. I don't know how I'm going to do corners yet. That's going to be, I think, something I work out later. I don't exactly have a ton of room to figure that out now. Actually, I might have more room to figure that out now than I will later if I keep going this way. So that might be the next thing I do. But yeah, that's what we've got going on. I'm gonna finish this episode down here. We're gonna do that down here. So I hope you enjoyed the thing I made, or am making, or will have made, depending on when you watch this. Have a good night, and we'll see you next episode. Goodbye.